Hello, everyone. And tonight we're checking out The Outer Worlds. It just came out in the last couple hours. And I haven't even started it up yet. So I don't even know if I have my settings correct. But I'm super excited to jump into this. We'll wing it. If we need to turn down any graphic settings or anything like that, I will. Right now I have it up on Ultra. That might be a mistake. Story, normal, hard, supernova. I'm going to go with normal. Conversation subtitles. Yeah, I'm going to leave the subtitles on for the sake of anybody watching if I happen to talk over somebody. It loaded too fast.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society
10
designed
years.
to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hey, it's yesterday's date. Breach of Hope Security Corridor. Now the question is, who's watching these security cams?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Maybe the corporation couldn't take on new colonists, and so they just left them adrift. Okay, so we have 6 points that we can assign to our attributes: strength, dexterity, intelligence, perception, charm, and temperament. Most of these make sense. What is temperament? Improves your natural health regeneration. So this is kind of like Constitution. Affects two-hand melee, lying, sneaking. So it's kind of charisma as well. Well, this is charm, also affects lie. But temperament affects sneak, medical, engineering, determination, 2 health regeneration per second. Let's read through these. Strength, melee weapon damage, and the amount you can carry. Makes sense. Heavy weapons, blocking, inspiration, and intimidation. 0 melee damage. I don't know what that means exactly. Or maybe that's because I haven't upped it. There we go. So it can up melee damage and carrying capacity. Dexterity affects melee attack speed and range weapon reload speed. Handguns, dodge, block, sneak, lockpick, melee, and range weapon reload speed. Gotcha. Intelligence affects critical hit bonus damage. Long guns, persuade, hack, medical, science, determination. So compared to Fallout, intelligence seems a bit nerfed, but then again, it was kind of OP before. Perception affects headshot and weak spot damage bonus. So you would think that this would affect crits. Handguns, long guns, heavy weapons. Okay. And we could be, you know, all around even and level everything up once, but we should put 2 points into something. Charm affects faction reputation and companion ability cooldown. I'm inclined to put 2 points in charm just because I have never played the game before and want to be kind of a charming character and get along with the NPCs. And now he's talking over me because I'm taking so long. Companion ability refresh, positive faction reputation, negative faction reputation. Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, let's see if we put 2 in here. Oh, we get quite a bit of a boost to companion ability refresh.
I bet you're going to be very
So you can only go up
popular in
3.
this colony.
So I'm thinking I might play an intelligent dexterous, charming sniper scientist. So that's only 10 to 20 critical. 10 to 20.
A pickpocket par excellence.
Let's go up with... We could go even. Dexterity, intelligence, and charm. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Intimidate. Oh, we have quite a bit of stuff we can look at here. Okay. One-hand melee, two-hand melee, ranged handgun, long gun, heavy weapon. I'm thinking long gun. How does this work? Points placed in a core skill will increase specialized skills up to rank 50. After 50, you can add points directly to specialized skills. Okay, so I want ranged.
A gunslinger. Oh, they're going to tell stories about you from here to Hephaestus.
Nice. Defense, dialogue, stealth, tech, leadership. I'm torn between dialogue for the purpose of gameplay. Again, it's our first time through. Tech and leadership. We'll put points into those later. Let's start with tech.
Look at that. A real scientist.
And in fact, maybe we don't even do range just yet. Let's start with dialogue
You could make a vicar doubt the law.
and tech. So we'll be a charming scientist to start out, and then we'll work our way into being a leader. Aptitude. No discernible aptitude. Colonist sounded like a nice entry-level career for a person of your skills. Expanding humanity's reach by civilizing the cosmic frontier was ambitious enough without worrying about your day job. You had the rest of your life to decide how to be useful in Halcyon. Aptitude bonus, determination +1. So we'll read the ones that sound interesting. Beverage service technician, drink effect duration +3. Bureaucrat rank 0, block +1. Cashier subgrade, non-supervisory, persuade +1. Construction, shock damage received -3. Elevator operation specialist, engineering. So we'll keep that one in mind, engineering. Factory worker, dodge. Farmer, dirt. In-ray damage received. I don't know what in-ray is. I wonder if that's like X-ray. Food additive tester, food effect +3. Sanitation class, janitor, corrosion damage. Tossball team mascot, inspiration +1. Medical technician, medical +1. Safety inspector, plasma damage decreased. Scientist assistant, level 0, class A, science +1. I mean, that kind of sounds like what we were going for before. Sub sous chef, one-handed melee. So let's read the scientist. There we go. You've cleared out enough test tubes to develop a keen instinct for what goes in them and why. Maybe you didn't get in this business to mop up the leavings of failed experiments, but that's just part of the job. Even if you can't unsee what happens in the lab, you can at least learn from the mistakes and enjoy some colorful nightmares. Fun. Yeah, we'll go with scientist assistant.
Well, you are technically assisting me.
Next. Can't click on it. Hit E. Female. Male. Let's go with the male. Base. We have quite a bit to choose from. Should I try to make him look like me? Surely there's a random button. Yes, there is. Yes. You ever drink Bailey's out of a shoe? Oh, we've got to go with a random character. I guess it randomizes everything, including gender, right? Yeah. Please do that. Please go with a random character. I don't want to look too ridiculous because this is my first time experiencing this game. This looks like Gowron from Star Trek The Next Generation got cosmetic surgery. Oh my god. Half of them look like zombies. And half of them look like very posh zombies. I kind of like this guy. What we got? Can we? Yeah, there we go. Yes. Let's mess with this guy a little bit. Skin tones do we have here? Okay. So it goes through various scales. Okay, I'm imagining this dude is super pale. I don't know about that pale. Like, he's got kind of a Harley Quinn look going on, if that's the case. He was on 5. We don't want to make him too creepy. Like, I want to make him, like, kind of fit in, but, like, maybe this is in style in the future. Yeah, we'll go with brown eyes. I'm good with, like, most of his face. Nose size, fine. Didn't do any weird stuff, like flatten it out. No, nose looks fine. Cheeks, a little low. Yeah, I like him just a little gaunt. Let's see what hair options we have. So we're on hairstyle 5 out of 30. So let's kind of like tab through these a little bit. Suddenly he looks like Sean Penn. Most of these are probably not going to be this guy's style. Got a little bit of an Edward Scissorhands look going on. This guy, I mean, he looks like a mad scientist here. Like he's had one too many explosions right in his face. Yeah, I'm thinking something with a part, like something that kind of makes him look like, you know, he used to be a butler, but now he's a scientist. Or maybe, you know, slick back might be okay. Yeah, that's the haircut I've got right now. Yes. Oh, but he could totally be like this. I'm just imagining him like comically fumbling his way through the universe. Like he doesn't look like he belongs in the future. That's too nice. We started on this one, also too nice. I'm torn between something crazy like a mohawk or bald. You know what? Let's make it the misadventures of this guy. Let's try to think of a name for him. Hair color 43. I don't think I'm going to make him completely gray. I'll stick with 43. Eyebrow style number 19. He's got a few options. Kind of want to give him like a high peak. Something wise and like discerning or heavily critical. Oh, that's kind of nice. Windshield wipers. Let's go with that. But I don't know. I wasn't going to play him necessarily evil so much as maybe just kind of an absent-minded professor. But now he kind of looks like he could be pretty evil. Facial hair color number 15. Yeah, we'll stick with that. Features. Makeup 4 out of 41. Let's see what else we've got. I just like the fact that, you know, in the future, that's just how people dress. Of course, I don't know what people look like in this game, so he may come out looking completely ridiculous. Or not ridiculous enough. Bruises, cuts, war paint. I kind of like that he would like put on eyeshadow without, you know, without an explanation. Dirt 9 out of 10. So he's been dirty this whole time? I guess so. I guess I just assumed he was like that's how his skin looked. I guess we'll stick with no dirt. Scar 4 out of 14. Where's his scar? I don't know. Oh, it was down here on his lip the whole time. Cat scratches, burns, crazy clown scars. Maybe we'll go with the lip scar. He's got a lip scar. Oh, and his age, so we can make him essentially younger. What did he look like in his youth? Oh, he's so pretty. But he's bald now. Maybe we don't make him like all the way old. Maybe we just kind of like tick him up into here. Like he's like in his early 40s, but he's seen some shit. Yeah. There we go. We'll go with that. What is his name? Good question. He looks like a Percy. Should I put in a last name? Spacer's Choice is dying to meet you. Sure, I'll put in Percy. Yeah, with 16 characters, I'm assuming that we're not supposed to put in like a whole long first and last name. This is going to be Jimmy Scrambles. I think we'll go with the Misadventures of Percy. Though Jimmy Scrambles totally would have been like a great, completely random character name. All right, E next. Go up to his dexterity, his intelligence, his charm. He's got science +1. Really high in persuasion, which is funny because he's not a super charming looking guy, but maybe he is. Maybe that's just, you know, how he talks. Really high in science. +5 hibernation suit. I guess we'll find out about that. All right, let's get started. I'm assuming.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate.
Oh, snap. Well, he rescued us. Terra 2, orbiting laboratory. It's interesting that the captions, maybe that's all the cinematic captions are.
Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down. It drives.
Shit.
Kind of looks like Rick. We're just a couple of Ricks floating around in space together. Was that my pod?
Ah, there you are.
Yes, it
Wondering
was.
What's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh,
Gross.
yes. Not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately,
Thanks.
I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists.
Okay, now we've got plot.
Myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head.
And you keep that
My
around.
ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck.
So he's hired a smuggler. We're gonna get to meet San Holo. Chairman Rockwell raises a glass to our lost brothers and sisters. Remember the hope. So I wonder if that's like a misinformation campaign.
Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted
That sort
you
of
with
thing.
a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Fair. So it kind of has like a Bioshock-esque beginning too. I would kind of feels like. I don't know. There's something about being trapped in a pod before you can control your character. Then again, very Fallout 4 as well. Well, you can control your character before that, but a lot of these games just start off with you like trapped behind glass inside of a pod. Oh yeah, we got a bit framey there.
Hawthorne should be close by.
Death to the Emperor dogs.
Law's name? Is that him? Oh, that
Yep.
idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand
Can I take
there
his
holding
shoes?
it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Okay, yeah, it's a bit framey. Before we continue, let's... Wait, not main menu. Settings. Haha. Let's go in here and turn down these just a little bit. Yeah, some of these got turned with automatic. I'll turn them back up as needed, but I don't want to sully the experience of
And
streaming.
you taking his ship? Better you than the board, huh?
Okay, that's a bit better.
Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the
Yikes.
whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Oh man, very pretty so far. Seems pretty straightforward. Was there nothing I could pick up over here? Nice floaty jump. Nothing else I can do just yet. Shift runs. Left control, go underneath obstacles and sneak. Gotta tap it again to get up. To avoid detection. Hold E to take all. Gotcha. Oh geez, they're missing their legs. While sneaking, use tall grass, rocks, other cover to hide from enemies. Use this to sneak past enemies. Okay, so there's probably something around the corner. Okay, so we have the shadows around the screen. I'm assuming I'm hidden. It said sneak for a second. Awareness meters over enemies' heads tell you if they are unaware, suspicious, investigating, or alerted. Assuming Gray is unaware. Aware? Can we get into this grass before they get around here? Or did they run away? Maybe they just ran away. Maybe that was supposed to happen. I'm familiar with these. The long drops so that you can't go back the way you came from. I heard chittery laughter. Sprat. Whoa.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
No idea what that was. Just jump down. Use the emergency medical inhaler. How many do I have? Okay, I had 12, now I have 11. Or half of one? I can't tell. There's a person.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings.
So I have some medical. I can tell him to sit still. What happened to you? Spacer's what? I'll help him.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
The insurance purposes?
Better, thanks to you. I might
Probably use
have bled
my
out on
keys
my
for...
own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
You're hiding in a cave. What are you doing out there?
Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
You too? Got a better idea? Give me your gun and I'll go get help. Someone grounded their ship illegally. I'll hunt them down for you. You're an idiot. Give me your gun before you get yourself killed. I'll persuade.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice.
Spacer's choice.
Yes, nailed it that time.
Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Salt tuna. What about Hope?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Spacer's Choice and Cleo are rival companies. Oh, I have a gun now and I was just pointing it at your head. Click to attack. So I just need to blow those up. Let me look around for a sec. Spacer's Choice. I guess there's not much else going on here. Mag pack. Gourmet saltuna fillet. Doesn't seem like he's gonna get mad at me for stealing. Okay. Let's stand back.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
R to reload? Yes. Can we use the wheel to select weapons? Don't really know about selecting weapons yet. Okay, middle mouse. Gotcha. What about right click? Right click is aim. I'm having space strokes. Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTD meter very slowly, while moving and attacks drain it faster. The TTD meter refreshes slowly over time, and it's Q for that. Gotcha. Okay, and it's that purple meter at the top. I'm assuming that recharges? Yeah, okay. Some objects explode when hit. Shoot them when enemies are nearby for an explosive surprise. Don't be too close. Explosions can cause. I think that said damage. I mean, are these enemies? Marauder Vandal. Okay, I mean, you know, since I'm assuming he's a Marauder Vandal and all. definitely a pack rat in most games like Fallout, so I'm hoping there's not too much. It's just gonna fill up my inventory. Hacking and picking locks. Didn't really get much of that. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed up the process. Yeah, we can try to pick. With even a... Oh, it wasn't even a mini game. Telescoping staff. Two-handed melee. Okay, I'll take it. I don't know what our inventory is going to look like after all this. Fish sticks. So it's a bunch of food. But I don't know what I'm going to need yet. If Fallout and Skyrim taught me anything, I'm going to regret picking up everything later. We'll see. Huh? Did I just get shot in the head? Just wanted to try out the timing. Is there a cover system? Headshots don't really seem to... I mean, maybe they are helping, but I hit these guys in the head multiple times. Where'd the other guy go? Did he retreat? He's back there. Oh, I hit tab. We'll look at this later. I'm in the middle of a firefight. Getting hit a lot. Well, I seem to be getting hit a lot, but I'm actually not taking a whole lot of damage. Light ammo, pet pills, bit cartridge. Okay, we'll look at our inventory in a sec. Guess we could have been sneaky. Should we check up here? We should always check around. Time to eat some salt tuna. Maybe soon. Yeah, the purple bar was the time dilation. I'm sorry if I miss any chat messages while I'm getting used to the UI of the game. I'll try to look over as often as I can. Still a little framey. I'll fix that later.
Get yourself killed.
You don't have red arrows over your head, so I would like the ability to put my gun away, like with a hotkey, if that's possible, because it's always weird to go into these social interactions and just be like pointing a gun right in their face.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators.
Not anymore.
Call on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
It's just a landing violation. Let it go. Don't know where your teammates hold up. I've already dealt with a few of those marauders. Not impressed. I'm gonna go with 2. I'm helping your friend.
How is he?
He'll make it. I helped him with the pain. Still a moron. I hope you're a little brighter. I remember him saying that he could get in trouble for accepting help, so maybe we just call him a moron?
Of course I am. I'm a superior officer. Stands to reason, don't it? Just you watch. I'll cross these marauders off with a swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know.
Just how people talk now.
A couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Spacer's Choice guards back down from a challenge? Don't worry, you set tight, I'll handle it. Coward, I'll do it myself. Let's persuade.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we
Nice. Okay, so I'm with you. Can we take... I think it's kind of halfway between here and there. There they are. Can't really see. Oh, there was one right here. Did she go down? Is she just dead? Come on. I thought she'd survive a little bit longer than that. I just got her killed. Didn't mean to. A troop armor. Tainted feral. It's picking up a lot of stuff. Where's my weight? Is it anywhere on here? Before we go in, let's check out inventory. Okay, so we're carrying 25 out of 80, so we're not too bad off. I'm just looking at my character over here. So, woo! So got my hoses attached. Picked up a couple of knives. 73, 73. Okay, so they're all about the same. Light pistol 100, 100. So we have another pistol. Can we hold two at once? That one needs some repair, I think is what that is indicating. Light, heavy, energy ammo. Telescoping staff. And a knife. I mean, we have 4 weapons. Why not put them all up here? I don't know why we would. I mean, I guess we'll keep the second gun on there in case the other one needs to be repaired or something. Okay, armor. Armor management. Drag armor or helmet items up to the equipment slots to wear them. You can also manage your armor here, break them down, inspect them, compare to other armor, tag them as junk, and drop them. So we have a hibernation suit with 3 armor. Piecemeal mining helmet, 4 armor. Standard troop armor, 9. Piecemeal, 4 armor. So can we put on this armor instead? 9 armor. Weight 5, sell value 19. Interesting. We could put on a piecemeal mining helmet. I kind of want to... I saw that there was an option to not have the helmet show when you're in having conversations with people. And I might want to do that. Just because, like, we have to keep his glorious visage. Consumables. Emergency medical inhaler is shown at the top of the screen. It uses Adreno as fuel to heal you in an emergency. He uses an inhaler. Increase your medical skill to unlock more drug mixing slots that can hold all types of consumables, not just Adreno. Each slot is mixed into every puff of the inhaler for a combined effect. Your medical skill increases the duration of these effects. Kind of simplified there. Base health plus 25, last 2 minutes. Well, at least, unlike Fallout, you don't have to worry about every piece of food, like, irradiating you. Bunch of nanners. Spacer's Choice. Mock apple. Pre-sliced bread. Pet pills. Fast ration pill. Alright. Modifications, nothing. General. Quests. Junk. Gotcha. Alright, for now we will stick with that. Let's look at our character. Cool. Character sheet. Journal. Map. Just familiarizing myself. Okay, we're good. Good to go. Is this my ship now? It's the one from the title screen. Fast travel to locations you've unlocked by opening your map and selecting your destination.
Valuable plunder.
The drive-through operator cannot open the safe.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities.
Sure thing. Kind of want to see what this... Block. Attack. It's kind of like the idea of walking around with a scepter.
Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel.
Astrogator.
Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
What are you going to do? Self-destruct?
Gesture procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to reject all boarded parties in 5, 4,
Her eyes.
2, 1.
Realize we're on the ground, right? Is something supposed to be happening? I like that one better.
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Is this Hawthorne ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other
That'd be
than
nice.
Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Thorne was supposed to meet me when I landed. Hawthorne's dead. I'm sorry. Your captain's a red smear under my escape pod. Hawthorne's dead. I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest.
Understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Is that how that works? You need me to be Captain Hawthorne or you can't fly. Okay, but I'm not Hawthorne. Hawthorne's dead. I'm going to say 1. I get it.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Am I supposed to find something like that? Engineering 5. I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain
But I'm
of the
Percy.
Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah, Ada, I got it. Thanks. Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I like it. I got it. Thanks.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Level 2. You've been promoted. You've gained enough experience to go up a level. Seems very straightforward. Keep leveling and you'll be upper management material in no time. Okay, sure. Auntie Cleo management training, skill improvements. She's like Mom from Futurama, I guess. Every time you level up, you'll earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point on a core skill, melee, for instance, improves all the specialized skills. Okay, we read that earlier. That makes sense. Every skill improves as it grows, but special unlock bonuses occur every 20 points. Read each skill description and see what they are. I am Captain Hawthorne, the 24th. Armor, consumables, and status effects can temporarily raise and lower your skills. This helps or hurts skill checks, and the skill's passive bonuses, but won't give or take away the skill unlocks. Work diligently, improve yourself, and you too can achieve middle management. I look a lot more menacing now. I look like I belong in Dead Space. Okay, so earlier we did take tech and dialogue. And we were looking at getting ranged to help with our guns and leadership. We don't have people to lead just yet, so let's go with ranged. Oh, we have 10 points available. Holy cow! I mean, I guess we can do a little bit of both. 20 unlock TTD location hit effects. So that's kind of like yeah, like a HUD where you can choose where to hit enemies. I like that. Let's try to get this up to 20 if we can. That's going to take a lot of points, though. I like it. Okay. So we've got the ability to target body parts with our weapons. And we'll put a couple points in leadership. Inspiration and determination. I'll put one more in tech. Yeah. E to apply. Oh, perks. Selecting perks. On this screen, you can choose which perks to buy with your perk points. You get a new perk point to spend every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as accepting a flaw. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. Interesting. You can acquire a flaw. Toughness. It's very straightforward. Slow the world. Time dilation lasts longer. Lone Wolf. You deal increased damage when adventuring alone. Strider. Years of Adrena time have left a permanent pep in your step. You walk faster. Cheetah. You sprint faster. Plus weapon and armor durability. Precision. After some unsanctioned adjustments, the workbench's slight alignment tool is much more accurate. 15% companion crit chance. Prices are lower. 50% more experience from companion kills. Kind of like that. Have people do the work for you. Traveler, you become very efficient at transporting goods. Maybe you should have been born as a cargo hauler. Unlock the ability to fast travel when encumbered. That's the one. That's the hoarder perk. Quicken the Dead. Your tactical time dilation meter recharges much faster. So this one you can use it longer. And this one it recharges faster. Gotcha. Oh, and there's another one. Pack Mule. Increases your maximum carrying capacity. A few bits more. 100% additional ammo stock on vendors. Additional consumables. And general stock on vendors. So just more at shops. Resilient. You have a base armor rating which adds to any armor you wear. So of all of these, which is more like this character? I'm wanting to make him kind of a leader. And, you know, what's a leader if you don't take advantage of your companions? I don't have companions yet, but I kind of want this like plus experience from companions. I envision myself leading people into battle and having them do the work for me. But, I mean, maybe we could take that later. Let's see. I kind of like crit sniper. Yeah, I kind of like crits. But was there one that helped us with crits? Because there's companion crit chance. There's time dilation. Maybe we take that time dilation lasts longer for us. That might help us as a sniper. So yeah, we'll take that. Apply. Details, reputation, neutral. Groundbreaker, Iconoclast, Monarch Stellar Industries, Sublight Salvage and Shipping, The Board. The Halcyon Holdings Board of Directors is a group of CEOs from each of Halcyon's founding companies under the leadership of Chairman Rockwell, the CEO of Universal Defense Logistics. The board institutes policy and law throughout the Halcyon colony. You're neutral to this faction. All right, we'll jump back. Also, let me go ahead and go into settings here and under gameplay, show player helmet. I'm going to turn that off. Just because, I mean, we might turn it back on if we ever want to see what the helmet looks like, but I definitely like how he's looking here. Inspect. Yeah, neat. Lots of stats on these, so I won't, you know, necessarily spend a bunch of time reading them on stream, but might look into that later. So we have a knife. What you got there? A knife! No! I mean, it wants me to leave, but what's in the rest of the ship?
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Ooh, it's another gun. Sawed-off shotgun.
I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really.
Help yourself. Okay. So it looked like this gun needed repair. Conditions 92%. What does it cost to repair? You can install mods, but I don't have mods. What would it take to repair it? 6 whats. Am I spending something? Not 100% sure, and I want to make sure that I don't spend something valuable on a crappy gun. Up here I have 15 things that I can use for repair, and it costs 6 weapon parts. Okay, so no, I'm not going to repair it because we have 2 of those guns. Just wanted to see what that looks like. We could break down some of these knives for weapon parts. Okay. Well, we only need 1, I think. So sure, we'll break it down. And we'll break down that one. We'll keep 1 knife. Let's also take one of these guns off, put the sawed off up there. It's just, look at that, menacing. Okay. Nice. One of your weapons or armor is broken. Is it just that one? Do you have to take off your armor? No, you can click here. The hibernation suit is like barely damaged. It's not broken. Condition 100, 100, 92, 100, 100. Oh, the shotgun was damaged. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Well, we have 53 and it wants 51 to repair it, but you know what? Sure. Is that right? No, it was to tinker with it. What would tinkering do? I don't know, but I need to repair it first. Okay, so the repair menu only shows you things that can be repaired. Makes sense. Nice. Also, it says spacebar ×2 is like a dodge. Oh, it's like a backwards. Okay. So you can kind of get out of trouble if something's running up to attack you. We can sleep. We don't need to sleep. Who sleeps? What's over here? We'll kind of run around just a little bit just so we can kind of see.
A brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself right before he died.
Character respec. Refunds all of your spent skill and perk points, then you can spend them a different way. So you can just rebuild anytime you want. 500 bits, refund all your skill points. Okay, so it does cost 500 bits. How many bits do we have? Is that this? Do we have 53 bits? Is that what that is? Well, I like Percy just the way he is.
The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed. If you possess a power regulator, please insert the part into the appropriate slot, which is this one.
Oh, do I have to hold forward? I do. It's a galley.
Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
Gotcha. Algae logger. I guess we don't have to pick up junk, like junk, like you would in Fallout. Also, what does our weight look like now? Still 25 out of 80, we're good. Can we sit? Game kind of cuts to the chase. You have to bring in multiple Hawthorne skulls.
To travel alone, but he always had me.
Gotcha. Alright, so we're back down here. Okay, we'll go ahead and head out then.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
Please ignore them. Hi, Ernest. Being a little creepy out here, huh?
I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, it seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me they're all dead. Mind telling me what happened here?
Never talked to HR. Yeah, the guards and the locals had a bit of an altercation. The guards accidentally brutally shot themselves. I don't like your tone, Ernie. I'm gonna go with one.
Altercation, you say? Yeah, shame as that goes. Spacer's Choice policy strictly prohibits dying during work hours.
So they fired?
Better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt.
I could use their gear. I've probably already taken it. Good idea, and clean up the ship while you're at it. You don't care that they died? You don't care that they died?
That who died? Oh, right. Yeah, well, we do.
A little
need
bit
all
of
the
a
hands we
Clinton
got,
vibe.
With folks in Edgewater dropping off like cysty pig tumors. Less competition.
Cysty
don't come
pig.
all the time. You don't want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say, aggressive disposition. Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice.
I've got
It's
like 3 of them on me already. Hang on, I want to ask you something.
Don't get paid bits to chat with strangers. You want to chew the rag, go talk to Silas over by the cemetery.
I'll be on my way then. The Ernest. So, do we just follow the marker? Do we explore? It's another ship coming. Let's follow the marker for now. Is there stamina? Do we get tired after running for a while? It's another goon. Maybe we can kind of sneak up on him. I don't want to play the whole game in the shadows, though. Kind of hard to tell when your cover disappears, like that right there, because it's transparent. Can you, like, can you sneak up and stab him in the back? Can I do anything to him? Nope. Get cover. Okay. I don't know if this is working out as well as I'd hoped. With the shotgun. Man, these guys aren't very strong at all, so yay for early game enemies. No loot? No loot? Some serious kick. It was not like it had like great effects, but I don't know if it was really doing the job. I guess we'll bust it back out and see. I was trying to follow that directly, but something tells me we need to go, yeah, through here. Pretty. Hang a lefty up the hill. Don't really want to stay on the path. Who stays on the path in these games? You have to walk over mountains. Let me turn down view distance just a bit. That's usually the culprit for for frame rate for me. So this must be the cemetery. Epitaph pending calculation. Are they all like that?
Whoa, hey.
Silent.
Where'd you come from?
Oh, he's over there. Right there, I thought one of these lights was talking to me. Steel shovel. Okay, so at least it tells me if I'm about to steal something.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
I've been ambling. Just passing through, my pod crashed in the hills back there. How do you know I'm not a marauder? My pod crashed.
Pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Never got your name. I'm Percy. Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable. Is that why you've got a pair of armed guards? You know what? Let me ask.
I'm being vigilant. Don't want to get blindsided by some corpse-chewing marauder come stalking out the shadows.
Okay. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna tell him I'm Alex Hawthorne.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas.
Ew.
Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Who do I talk to about a power regulator? Fancy title for a gravedigger.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower.
Reed Thompson.
Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work. You offer me a job, I do what I want. You're asking the wrong person.
Edgewater is a company town, board owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You want me to collect what's owed to you? You're making people pay for their own graves?
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
Something tells me it would be kind of immoral to collect these, but sure. I'll collect your fees for you.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Okay. Why is he a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Where can I find
Conrad's
them?
got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy, I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Alright. I'll be back some other time. And that's the quest that will just stay in my quest log forever. I don't know, I'll probably get around to it. Welcome to Edgewater. They have mascots and everything. Employment community. Spacer's Choice. Transition to Edgewater. Built to be customized and modified. You can use these mods to upgrade your gun and workbench. Well, on the plus side, we'll have a higher engineering skill. Another feeling that I often get in games like Fallout or Skyrim is you enter into that one big city at the beginning and you're like, I don't know where I want to go yet. I guess I'll follow where the game wants me to go. But maybe I'll stop off at this group of dudes here first.
Wish we had some better rations.
I know how you feel. Staying long?
I don't have time for this.
Staying long?
Staying long. Constable. You'd think that the constable could collect that guy's fees for him. I mean, we all work for the company, right? Isn't that right? Corporate guards.
Hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us, Wilson deserted, lost his nerve, ran off in the thick of night.
You kidding?
Hmm.
Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plagued? Ah,
Is there a plague?
I had some of his salt tuna.
You moron.
Got my sights on you.
Of course you do.
You some sort of freelancer?
Nah. Saltuna Cannery. Space is coice. This would be stealing. Terminal access. This isn't Fallout? Of course it's not. Sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with our local vicar.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using... Seems we've got
No,
a guest.
I was going to let him finish.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
You must be the town boss.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Uniform? I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon.
Yes.
I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another.
You can't have our water
and
filtration
I happen to know
chip.
exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Frying myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over
Got it.
to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
That's a fair idea. Mostly abandoned. I think we know that means that there's marauders in there. Tell me about the geothermal plant.
The geothermal plant was built by our owners, Spacer's Choice. Lit up the whole Vale once upon a time. Most of the Vale is now abandoned. All that power is going to waste.
Mm-hmm. And you want all that power going to your cannery.
We could use the power. Cannery's been struggling. If we don't ramp up productivity, the company might cut us loose.
Can't you send one of your own people? Have you tried being better at your job? I suppose that's fair.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people.
He's going to tell me anyway. What a surprise. I never would have guessed. I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
So we're going to meet some people who are not corporately brainwashed. A charge by the head. Tell me what I need to do.
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Okay. How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
What if she doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
All right, Reed. I'll see what I can do.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant.
Thanks.
I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure.
Great.
I'll take all the companions I can get.
Wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well,
2 engineers.
Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. Just end the conversation pointing my gun at his head. It's so, like, disarming. You've gained a companion. They're characters that join you in your adventure and help in a variety of ways. They can provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Gotcha. Learn more about them in the companion ledger.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Okay. See you later, Mr. Thompson.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office.
We're out. Unless this counts. Oh, we have abilities now. We have, like, Z to tell her to go somewhere. X is... that abilities? Can't tell what X is. Doesn't do anything yet.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
If I wanted to deal with nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed. What's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
But they're squeaky. How well did you know them?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Did you know Adelaide?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent.
Flavorist.
She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Why were they arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
Gosh darn it. I'm sure they're fine people.
Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Couldn't hurt. Let's stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
What do we have in here? Vending machine discovered. Where? How does this work? Offer a variety of items to purchase. A hack skill allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased when you have high enough reputation with the associated faction, or a hack skill of 40 or higher. Okay. Trip blade. Advanced defensive helmet. Have 55 bits. Sure grip. So these are mods. Okay. Stuff's kind of expensive. And we have most of the stuff that we could otherwise afford. Dervish mist. Speedy movement. Okay. Good to know. Good to know they exist. It's random guards.
Got my sights on you.
All right, we'll head out. Lost and found. One left hand severed at the wrist. Some bone damage. People, this is our second unscheduled amputation in as many months. Please exercise caution and safety around machinery. Maintenance fees will be deducted from your pay. Alrighty. Tons of lockers. But it would be stealing. Even if we hacked that or picked it open. Gotcha. Well, we have items, so I'm not gonna get myself in trouble with stealing just yet. We need to go around this way.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
Guards harass you if you take a smoke break.
Don't make me report you to Mr. Thompson.
For talking to you? Sure. Fine. The only source of protein a busy worker needs, salt tuna. So, wait, does it want us to go back in? No. It wants us to go to the lab in that direction. Well, let me talk to whoever's down here first. I saw somebody.
We get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
I thought I saw a person. Captain's identification cartridge. To initiate remote landing. Well, I don't seem to have that. I mean, I had my own. We can travel with our ship here. Board approved. So this is a board vending machine. Slightly different. Okay, we'll come back to that. Is their jingle different? It was, a little. I guess we try to run around this. Or we could go through again. Now we have a path. I'm very glad there doesn't seem to be stamina for just running. Can we see our quests here? Didn't botch anything. You know, she said that we had an optional talk to the vicar. Yeah, there he is. Let's do that before we run off. Can we get in over here? Oh, he's back in here. That's what the second marker was for after all. Auntie Cleo's. Better than nature. Okay, so he's on the other side. We went out this way originally, I thought. Maybe we turned at some point. Oh yeah, we went like through that door, I think.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way.
Mind your own business, lady.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
I know I'm an outsider.
I've never seen you before, and there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here, except for Ms. Holcomb, who for some reason doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
A bit surprised to hear you dismiss your parishioners so casually.
I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
Sounds like you're terrible at your job, Vicar. Isn't it your job to raise it?
Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
Hold on a minute. Did you just refer to the town as a miserable place?
Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so.
I mean, I didn't really want to, like, push Parvati in front of me as far as, like, why we're here, but we'll go with number one. Parvati wanted me to talk to you.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
I was gonna.
You want to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What is Mr. Thompson
Don't be rude.
to do?
Cut off the power to Adelaide's
Depriving you of
deserters.
safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you advise? Well, what do you think of their group first?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons.
Mm-hmm.
Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Does that mean they should die? Intelligence depends on how well their leader can provide. I like that.
Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for.
What do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
I'm assuming it's Marauders, but why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale.
The taint?
However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum.
Are you gonna destroy it? Why would you be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Sure. Hey, Joe. You make a compelling argument.
Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Sure. I'll look for your book. I don't really, I'm curious, but I don't want to press him on it.
If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Down there. All right.
Something you need?
Didn't know if you wanted to say something. I know you mentioned your dad a lot, but never your mother. Well, I don't need to get to know you this, we just met. We'll talk later. Still find it. Let me try some of my other keys here. ZX. Oh yeah, that would be to tell her to go somewhere. T is melee. Gotcha. G. Just trying to see. So J is the journal. Alright, let's look at our key bindings really quick. Aim, block, quick. Inhalers, F. Companion move, attack. Next weapon, previous weapon, last weapon. But there isn't a no weapon. Maybe if I hold middle click. Quick save is F5. So remember that for the next time an NPC pisses us off. Menus. Okay. Hold middle click. No, does nothing. Can I? So I guess if I wanted to take this cane off of here, for instance, can I not unequip it? Let's see. Put a knife there instead. Interesting. C to compare. Neat, but still. Gotcha. Well, I'll figure that out later. I kind of just wanted to not be pointing a gun at everybody I talked to. Alright, let's go. hold for her to come to me? Is that what? Gotcha. So if I told you to go over there, and then hold it,
Heading back.
you come back. Gotcha. Okay. Ah! Raptidon. Thanks for showing me what I'm possibly up against. Projectile venom gland. Alright. Oh, you know, we should probably go out the other side, actually. Taste the freedom. With the Moon Man. I guess he's the Spacer's Choice mascot, but still, like, kind of reminds me of the moon landing movie. Is it from the 20s? Yeah, we'll go out this side. I don't know if it would have been faster to run around or not. Toss ball. Rizzo's Rangers versus Spacer's Chosen. So it's essentially, oh, what is that sport called? I've forgotten my ESPN 8, the Ocho Sports. Evicted. Evicted. Ooh, snap. What happened here?
Here they come.
Oh. I didn't even realize he was a marauder, really. Kind of feel bad, like, continuing to attack them when they crouch and cover their head. I should assume more people are marauders. It's taking everything. Let's say assault rifle. What's its conditions? 100%. What was its damage? 215? Okay. Other guy died over here. Nothing. Alright, we'll stay on the road. Also, I should have shot these. Things to keep in mind. Are they, like... I keep shooting for their head. Are their helmets that good? Aim for the crotch, apparently. Oh, there's another over there. She's got him. Maybe. Oh, no ammo. You got a hammer? Let me start looking at what they've got before I... Ooh, the rifle, okay. So that's what we kind of wanted. We're out of ammo on this right now, so... Here's 16. Nice. I want to be a sniper. Also, I need to remember we can slow down time. Weaken. So we use all of our time dilation. Did he just disappear into a fog of mist. Ah, through the legs. Level up. Well deserved. So if you hold E, like, before you get to them, it seems to, like, quick loot. Maybe? No, maybe not. He's only a part of a person now. Maybe we got a crit or something. Alright, let's let's check this out. Okay, 10 skill points. Let's see, we'd have to put a lot more in to get more for long guns. So let's look at some other stuff. I'm not really using melee with this guy. Really liking dialogue. Maybe we'll go with some stealth, because I could see hack and lockpicking being useful, and it would kind of, like, hack would kind of, you know, work with the science-y character we're building. Let's get this up to, well, what would 20 in sneak get us? Sneak attacks. Yeah. Go ahead and get that up to 20. Then we have 3 points left. We could get engineering up to 20. And that gives us field repair. Repair weapons and armor in the inventory. I like that. So we don't have perk points yet. We get perks every 2 levels. Codex. What's new? There's something in here I need to see. I mean, it's good to know this is here. Did I just unlock this? What are you trying to show me? I want to see what's back here. Armor parts. Exploration is always worth it. And by always, I mean sometimes. I'm not going to go into the community center yet. Let's head up around this way. And we don't have the necessary bits and bobs to hack that other door open. So I'm not sure what mag packs do. Is that a type of ammo? Tarmac and cheese. Weapon parts. We will take inventory later of everything that we've picked up. Ambidextrin. Clever. Do we want to sleep? No. We're good. Well, they're not going to miss it. 54 out of 90, so we don't necessarily have to start breaking down a bunch of stuff yet. This building. Have to remember to tap for some things and hold for others. Tapping makes things go a lot faster. Bypass shunts. Yeah, I'm hoping by my next stream of this, I'll tweak the settings so we don't get as many framey bits because yeah, turning is it's a little framey here. Could be the frame rate that I don't have it locked down. Let me actually see. We won't spend too long on it, but let's see frame rate. I'm only streaming at 30. Turn on VSync. If that helps. And if I want to turn it up to 60, I might do that. Let's see. Yeah, that's more stable. Okay. That actually feels a lot better. So we need to head up there. Map doesn't have labels. I guess it only labels things that you've found. So we need to head up over here to the left. Yeah, I've taken to holding E to pick up everything, but if there's only one or two things, like tapping it would go a lot faster, so I need to start doing that instead. Ugh, what is that? We saw some of these earlier. Canid meat.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Grace Romero. Can't talk to you from here. I'm gonna walk up to you pointing a gun right at you.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for Adelaide. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Reed said something about former workers living out in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Like a hat. Trouble with marauders?
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging. That ain't exactly her talent.
Sorry, just now seeing your chat. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I like the environments. The characters are kind of flat, but it's not too bad. I'm hoping to meet more interesting characters as we go. So far, it's mostly people like this. The most interesting person's the lady that joined me, my companion. Unless Marauders got to her, then parts of her could be in a lot of places. Don't worry about it. I'll find her. I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
But it seems really polished so far. I like that. I'll leave you be. See you later. Yeah, Parvati seems pretty cool.
Something you need?
Sure, I'll ask you about your dad.
That's on account of how I never met her.
She's dead?
I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Is that normal?
I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
I smell a mission later where we're gonna have to go find her mom. We'll talk later. So I feel like I want to be a good person, but I want to be anti-corporation. So I'm hoping that's an option. I mean, I feel like the game is geared for that to be the default. Sure, you could be evil. Be stealing. Okay. Okay.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Stefan? Okay.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
He didn't even have to move his mouth to talk. Amazing. This place is cool. I like a big botanical garden in here.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout.
Sprout?
Mama speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon.
Is it like tobacco?
It's been cleaned.
This your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all.
Of course it does.
Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
Tripe in a garden. I'm not gonna be mean.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Special. Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed
She got
reptile?
squinty.
Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're living off power that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery. That's about it. Reed asks you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends. Something about coming back to town or losing power. I wasn't really listening. We'll go with 2.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned.
Something tells me I can't be middling here.
Fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant. I'll admit it.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our...
There's the rub.
Think about it. You'd be liberating the entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Interesting. So we can free them. This is the kind of thing that Percy would do. The hero to you, baby. What have you got against the town? I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
My conscience say to divert power from that town? Because then I'm sure there are innocent people there too.
Where are we headed?
I thought maybe she'd have something to say. Alright, well. Necklace. You keep your necklace in the bin? Okay. Wish I could kind of scan for stuff. I don't want to spend forever, like, looking at every single tabletop while I'm streaming, but... Personal files. Password required. Hack 10 bypass. Return to root. I have hack 10. No, I'm in her computer. Open the first entry. May the Eternal bless my first endeavor. It's been 2 days since I walked away from my life at Edgewater. Fortuitously, the old botanical labs are still operational. Mostly the soil's sour. I'll do what I can, but I'm going to need some powerful fertilizer. Tired of having the taste of salt tuna lingering on my tongue day in, day out. I want something fresh. Something that grows out of the earth. Found another worker from Edgewater, ex-worker now. Desertion rates must be climbing. I'm not terribly surprised. Reed's style of management has always been tyrannical. I imagine an exodus is brewing. At any rate, the worker was in a sorry state. Fever, shallow breathing, delirious. Must have been plagued. Oh, it's the guy that the guards were talking about. I set him right with a diet of greens. He was all better in a couple of weeks. Physically, spiritually, he's one of our flock now. Experimental notes. I'm not going to read all of this necessarily. Set up the nursery. She doesn't really know how to explain why the soil was bad. Attention, compassion, and natural fertilizer. Gotcha. Nice. So your companions can boost your skill checks. I'm wondering if I got the hack. Like, what is our... Our hack's 27. We could have done it ourselves. Unless that includes our bonus from our companion. Companion on here? I would kind of want to see... like what our companions' boosts are. It's probably on here somewhere. We'll look at it later. And I'm not trying to steal. Not trying to steal yet. I have to break myself from the Fallout 4 habit of looking in every bathroom for stim packs. That's where you go, man. That's where you get all your med kits. Alright, let's check the journal one more time. Divert power from the geothermal plant. Journal. How far away is the illustrated manual? What is that? It's a chicken. A normal chicken. That's the geothermal plant. Oh, I see. Those are fast travel points. I was looking for the other quest. Oh, double click to activate it. So the illustrated manual is here. Let's take a detour and let's go check that out. It's gonna be this way, yeah. Wonder if the Marauders respawn. Not yet. We haven't been down this way yet. We're kind of going backwards compared to where we could have been. Had I looked before... Do we just want to go to the right around this chasm? Had I looked before, I might have gone that way around to the town. Primal Nest. No thanks. No thanks. Not right now. I have a bad feeling about that. Primal Behemoth. Primal Hunter. Primal Ravager. Yeah, maybe later. Up on the ridge.
Here we go.
Well, fine. So I need to remember mouse wheel down is the knife. Nice. Good job. You know, I don't think I got this other guy. Where'd he go? Sentry Saber. I'm gonna say, where's the dude you bashed? Oh well. That's a dead, possibly decapitated person. Ah, whiff.
Here we go.
Ah, here they come. Alright, still trying to get used to whether or not there's cover. Don't think there is. Makes me miss Mass Effect. Oh, behind. No, they're all dead. Rebuilt mining gear. I haven't even checked half the other equipment we've picked up. We're at 66 out of 90. Eventually, I think that should be my time to check our inventories. When our inventory is almost full, then we junk stuff we don't need and swap out our armor. So this first armor that we put on seems to be fine for now. What's the yelling? Interesting lava and stuff going on over there. Okay, these guys just dead. Got one down here, didn't I? And this guy was already dead. $73. There's the cannery. Employer rights. The Biased Labor Standards Act. Only you can protect fourth quarter profits. Stendo site. Clement Eldridge. From J. Bartell. I find I must disagree with your theories about the Earth's Directorate's place in the colonial system. Sadly, as much as I appreciate the board and the new frontier they've opened for us, I believe Halcyon and all the other colonies on the rim of the galaxy would fall to pieces or war amongst themselves if the Earth Directorate wasn't around to regulate trade and settle disputes. Do you think the corporations would accept the band-aided inclusion of an Earth Minister if they had a choice in the matter? Of course, I'd never dispute that Earth is the heart of the whole colonial system. But the real adventure and independent spirit upon which humankind truly thrives is to be found out here among the furthest colonies. I still think you're wrong about the history, though. the discovery of the skip drive was not what gave the Earth Directorate power over the corporations. The high costs of the Great War left them in a weakened state, and the skip drive was simply the extra leverage the Directorate needed to return to power. I wonder if the Great War was between the government and corporations. Seems about right. We don't have what we need to hack that, do we? No, we don't. Did we miss something down there? Through there. Over there. But always look around the corner. So much stuff. Collector's domicile. I just got the letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate the Edgewater Cannery effective immediately. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center, selling rare memorabilia, but scripture tells us that all things happen for a reason. Work fortifies the spirit and all. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want those books moldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them all away in a cave over by the river. In a van down by the river. Retrieve the journal. So is that where it's at? Appears so. I don't think we've been up through that path, so there may be more enemies rearing their ugly heads. These canisters everywhere. There's stuff in there. Let's see. Yeah, maybe. We get to it. To find a way in, or maybe position ourselves a little bit better up against the wall. Crouch, jump.
Got it. Heads down.
Ah, it's kind of scary. That was like right in my right in my ear. Okay, let's try this. Jump up. No, no. Come on. Crouch, jump right here. Get in there. What am I missing? Man, otherwise could probably try to shoot it, but you know what? Guess we'll leave this be. Okay, whatever. Can't parkour. That vine is keeping us from going in. Okay, so this is back at the community center, so we have been through here. Now we just need to cut over. We'll run up the hill. Can we? Oh. There we go. Did it dodge? I saw that earlier. Where are we at? 85 out of 90. Yeah, let's kind of stop off nearby here somewhere. Is this just a prop? I think so. You know what? Let's do it right here. Let's take a look at our inventory. Hunting rifle. Tons of knives. Sentry saber 73. Can we can add to junk. Does that just categorize it for later? Can add a jump and drop. We can repair, but I don't think that we can break. Oh, we can. Okay, break down. So we'll keep the knife that we have on us and we'll break these down. Space, enter. No, I have to click. Oh, not that one yet. We're already down quite a bit just from all these knives we picked up. Then we have these trip blades. They're 44 DPS. We have several of those. There's a knife here. Another knife here. Another sawed-off shotgun. I wonder if it'd be better to use one until it breaks and then switch over to the other. Or to just keep repairing it. Probably to repair it over time. We have multiple assault rifles. Multiple pistols. I'll just go ahead and break them down. Let me see what this looks like. We're not really a melee guy. So I probably won't keep that. Kind of neat though. Again, how do you unequip? Knife if we need it. The other stuff, because we're still at 55 out of 90. As far as armor goes, the current one we're wearing is an 8 armor. Did we pick up anything better yet? Makeshift low pressure suit, 9 armor. Really? I mean, it kind of looks worse. Does it? I mean, the other one was kind of bad too. Low pressure helmet is 9. The other one we're wearing is 4. So we'll pop that on. And I guess we could break some of these others down. We don't need all this mining gear. Once we determine that we know how much we want to hang on to for like weapon parts and armor parts, we could stop picking up the weapons and armor from the enemies. Yeah, I guess I junked our original. That's fine. Repair all equipment. Neat. Okay, so you can also do repair all equipped. How much? 31 weapon parts. Let's say no for right now. I kind of want to see what happens when they get lower. Now we're down to 35 out of 90, so we can hang on to a lot of these tiny items. I like that. Modifications. Extendo sight for a ranged weapon. Can we... It looks like we can't add mods on the go yet. I don't know if that's something we can do later. Or not. The ability to repair on the go, I think, is going to be pretty handy. So the manual's supposed to be in here. I haven't really taken to commanding my companion very much yet, but we could try it in here. I'm assuming there are going to be enemies guarding whatever this is. It's like an abandoned campfire. Oh, that's a mine. Okay, well, in that case. At least they're easy to see. You know, I should experiment with eating. Let's see. It's 25% F to use. Does it actually go up? Oh, it's like ticking up. Gotcha. There's like a heart plus by my health. Criminal activities. Trespassing, lockpicking, hacking, and murder are all considered illegal activities and are frowned upon by society. Avoid being seen if you want to engage in those activities without consequences.
Clever.
Gotcha. Well, we have a journal. Weapon parts. Is the journal the book that he was looking for? Can I look at it? Return to the vicar. Okay. What about the codex? Or rather, in my inventory. And I see the journal. Wish I could read it. Handwritten journal with the name M. Bakonu. Geothermal passcode. Alright, so our next level up here. Let's get our leadership up to 20. Then we get companion abilities. You can order companions to do special attacks. Determination, the inhaler heals you and your companions, but they get 30%. Okay. We have 5 more points. Can't really get anything else up to a 20. Let's just put some more into our ranged. Apply it. Companion ability. You can command your companion to use their special abilities on an enemy you're targeting. C, companion 1 ability. V, companion 2 ability. Is that like... companions can I have? Just the 2? Alright, so we can take another perk. This has been purchased, so that means we can't take another of that. That's fine. So we get 5 of these before we can move on to tier 2. Move fast. I'm not going to be alone. I want to be a leader. More health might be cool, but we haven't really run low on health yet. Vendor prices might be cool. XP from companion kills. I like that. There's nothing else that really boosts XP. And I would like to think that I'm not going to need the pack mule just yet. Armor, companion crit. Let's take the XP. Alright, let's get back out of here. Well, what's further down the cave? Does it just circle around and exit out the other side? So I can't really... There's the gun logo at the bottom. Is that the companion's move? Half expected an ambush. But no, we just came out here. We're at Edgewater. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine there'd be marauders this close to the actual town gates. Mantisaur. Not bones. Chitin. We need to go around. Back to the vicar.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
I've got your book right here.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait, What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French.
Well, of course not.
It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
You didn't want that book to keep others from reading it. You just wanted it for yourself.
Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Wasted. At least you have your mission. Gives your life meaningful purpose.
Please. As if my life would have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches.
Aren't you pious?
Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Do we want this guy on our ship? I kind of like him. I mean, he's not exactly aligned to the corporation, as far as I can tell. I wouldn't mind a ship hand.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really.
Well,
I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to
take me on a
that.
date first.
I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Is that all part of your vicar training?
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days.
32nd
Left many an
back.
opponent bleeding on the field.
You aren't sounding very vicarly.
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
How'd you get assigned to prison duty? I'm just gonna keep drilling him.
But we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's the long and short of it. So, what do you think?
Sounds good. Let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Okay.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Hey. Reputation of the faction has changed. Character, reputation. Spacer's Choice likes us a little bit more. I mean, I guess he does work for Spacer's Choice. He just doesn't strike me as being the most, like, mindless crony, so I don't mind him being on my ship. I wonder if you have people from competing groups, if they don't get along very well.
Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick.
Alright, back to our mission. On comes the new power. Divert power from the geothermal plant. Stranger in a strange land. It's part of that. Kindred spirits. Where is this at? it's right over here. She came up missing. Oh, that's the exit. So Zoe came up missing, right? And we're searching for clues as to what caused her to go missing. You never know when you're not going to be able to come back and do these, so. Just 500 something meters away. Yikes, okay. Maybe when we're back up that way. Oh, we can fast travel. Will do. Oh, gross. Mantis swarm. It's got maggot legs. Zoe's house.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something
That's
I can help
canid
you
stuff. Told one of your members has gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
Tell me about her.
Zoe was always obsessed with this cereal. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
You have a problem with the corporation? What was that surprising about
The
her?
other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
What happened on the day she disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found.
Was she acting strange?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
Alright, see you around. So I'm guessing that added quest markers. Journal. Big cartridge. It's a trash can. Stealing from a trash can. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'ams. And would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down. For posterity's sake? Because I've already hated the cannery and I don't think I'll ever have to look back to this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did have the veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick. Everybody gets sick. Well, okay. I got sick and I grabbed a little too much adrenatime. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of adrenatime and suddenly you're committing larceny. Well, apparently. Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you take your destiny in your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires, probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules, but they would take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've got spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some adrenatime too. Everybody loves adrenatime, even Marauders, right? I've got odds those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple syringes of adrenatime before their eyes. It's gonna be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of Marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. What are Rizzos? Any clues in here? Alright, what did our journal update to? Find Zoe. she's just there. Because we found out where she went. Let's look in here really quick. Oh, this is back in Adelaide's garden. Gotcha. So she was just across the way. We could have gone over there when we first heard about her. Okay, so it's over there, and we haven't been there yet. And if we fast travel halfway, then we'll still have to go through the primal nest. So let's go around.
What
I
is
wonder if
it?
I can say anything else to her. No, I don't have more questions about Zoe. I'm gonna find her though. I have a particular set of skills. Don't think we've been down this way. We went around to the right before.
Here we go.
Man, they take rifle shots to the head. Shoot, shoot.
First one. We did it.
Yeah, now that we're coming across enemies again, I can try to use her ability. Just have to be mindful enough to do it. Bunch of stuff.
Nice.
Model spaceship. Just like a sellable item. Another model spaceship. What if you can craft? Anytime I get in like a monster's tail in a game, that tells me we could probably build something with it later.
I'm ready for this.
Oh. Well. That was a mistake. Let's see. Use your ability. Oh, they ran back. Are we just far enough away that it doesn't matter? They regroup. Let's take the hill if we can. Where did they go? Did they run inside? There's something rooting around. Of course, it could be the primals behind me.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
There's one.
Here we go.
Nice. Where's he at? Shooting from pretty far away. Oh, he's down here. The only thing about slowing down time and then using a hunting rifle is the time between shots feels like forever. Do I actually want to like go through all these places? Mechanical sentry. Not active. Energy cell, joint actuator, flywheel, armor parts. Okay. Lots of scraps. Thinking cap. Trimmer cleaver. is the best cleaver. Its throbbing blade will pulsate its way into even the most recalcitrant dissident. Well then. Evicted. There's Zoe just hanging out. She gonna fight? You gonna fight? Whoa. You dead? No. Still not dead. Nice. All these explosives that I keep forgetting to shoot. You don't fight?
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
That's how I game. You sound confused or possibly unscrewed. I like the answer not for free here.
Oh, well that's a shame. I mean, I could pay you in Adrena time, but I've already bartered most of my stash over to these poor saps. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
Been sent to find you. I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
Why'd you leave camp?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague.
Right, you did say that in your journal.
Stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
Are you even alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically
They're
their
dead now.
Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
I'm impressed. How'd you pull it off? I wonder if I could have walked in here, but I just came in shooting.
Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
I guess I'll ask, are you a prisoner here? Because I want to get through all the
I insinuated
conversation
myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I've got all the time in Halcyon.
Been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
You should go back. People are worried.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
Do I want to spoil his surprise? No.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation, unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look
Return to
forward
Grace. Return to Grace. Take care. He's gonna take off walking, or are you just gonna hang out here? Don't think we came in here. Sell the robot parts. Grace isn't too far away. She could have just walked down the street and found you. Back up this way. Talk to Grace. Give her the good news. moving? Is she walking? Or is she just standing there? Maybe she like loaded in. She's kind of pacing.
What is it?
Talk to her into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened anyway?
She joined up with a band of marauders and they hadn't hurt her. Something about wanting to be an outlaw. I'd rather not get into it. She joined up with the marauders.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble.
Yes, please.
Let me know if I can do something for you.
I'll leave you be. What did she pay me with? I didn't see. I got experience. You can't just give me experience. Oh, their reputation increased. They're now agreeable. Well, that's handy. What do we have over here? That's the geothermal. Oh, she gave me a bolter pistol. Is that different from what I already had? I had a light pistol. 116. You have to be level 5 to use it. Okay, nice. I'll replace my old pistol with it then. Special effects stagger. What does this have? Bleed. Do they have different abilities? No, that's still bleed. I hadn't been looking at that. Bleed. Stagger. Light machine gun. Do we have ammo for that? Magazine 0. Okay. So let's take a look at our journal. Requests. Do we want to collect the guy's grave fees? I almost don't want to. That's not really my cup of tea for this this guy. These are completed. We can zip those up. We don't have any botched missions. That's nice. Divert power. Reed asks you to deliver a message to a woman named Adelaide. Okay, so we've done that, but... So essentially, we need to divert power to one or the other, and I'm inclined to divert it from Edgewater because these guys are free from corporation, but something tells me then that that's going to earn me an enemy. Hey, she came home.
Hey.
Hey. Hope he surprised you. Can we go out this side? No? How do we get around? Let me look at the map. It's way over here. Let's... This part wreckage, river hideout. There isn't really a good fast travel, but I feel like we have to go out. We can go through, I think. And out this side.
Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Let's talk to him.
If you're hungry,
That's not Thomas. Different Thomas. Is Thomas in here? Is that Adelaide? Well, I wanted to talk to your friend Thomas. You mentioned him when we ran through here or out the other side. Is this him over here? No, this is across the way. It's back over there. Where's Thomas? No, he was ahead of us.
Oh,
His
didn't see
eyes.
you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering.
Sure.
Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, Are things safe out here? How you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep.
They're like clones of
just
each
like
other.
you. Only I'm not so. Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no. I'm just along with this fella here.
I'm a fella.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I take that as a compliment.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see.
Well, they
Fact
make
is, I've been,
cream for that.
well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Never too late to start learning. I can give you a couple pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3.
Not yet.
If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Okay. You mentioned 2 pads. What about the 3rd?
I wish I knew. I wagered the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the 3rd's gone, I can't say.
Let you know if I find anything.
Would you? I'd be grateful.
I should go. Whoa, whoa, what the? What? Well, that I don't appreciate. Why was there a mine right here? Give me a heart attack. Oh, there's another. Alright, is this just a minefield over here? Was it just the 2? That's just how they protect this side of town? Well, not anymore, I guess. Oh, come on. This is like perfect to hop over. There we go. Do you follow me? She's doing all right. It's the hologram. Spacer's choice. Mechanical Guardian. Combat drone. Should I just walk up? Just walk up and see what happens.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Guess I could shoot this down and start a fight.
Incoming!
Oh, yep. Nice. Hope she didn't run in there. Come back here. Oh, she has something following her. Point blank shotgun shots. Oh, yeah, he came around. Nice. I like that. Oh, she went down. She's not dead, right? Is there permadeath? Come on. Shoot it. Is that another one? Wasn't prepared for that. Find it. They've got something else shooting at me too. Find it. Ah! Get down. Can't believe she's dead. I can't raise her? I still have my commands. Blind it. Ah, I'm dead. Continue. See how this works. Oh, gross. All right, you're alive. We're gonna do this the right way. Thomas seems very fond of you.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
Are you sure he nearly fell over when he saw you?
He never told me a word to that effect. And since he didn't, I didn't have to say nothing about feeling different. And nothing had to get weird. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Okay. All right, let's try this again. This time we'll just pop this off. Oop, a little low. It's two of them. Come on over here. Find it. Wonder how long it takes for her ability to come back. So there's a cooldown period. Come back over here. Playing the far game right now. Really? I mean, I don't have a bunch of other stuff to hit it with. Why don't you hit it with yourself? Fix it. Is it not dead? we got more coming. Let's hang back. I mean, that comes back pretty often. No! Knocked her out. Or killed her. I need to figure out if that's death. Yeah, we're gonna die again. Run! Just get inside. Take cover. Hopefully there's nothing else in here. Surely she's not dead. Maybe we have to get out of combat first. Can I shoot through this? Can't tell if that's working. These guys suck. What just happened? Your companion's leveled up. Gotcha. Yep. We're gonna keep going around the twist. Blind it. I guess the stagger is fine. So many hits. But now I kind of understand combat a little bit better. I could probably do a better job of keeping my people safe, but now I kind of understand that you could take time, slow down time, and make strategic shots to like blind or slow them. She gonna get back up? Yeah, she got back up.
I wanted to poke around in here.
Look good. Alright, skills. Science is almost a 40. Then our tinkering cost goes way down, and we haven't tinkered yet, so let's put some points into tech. Nice. We have 4 points left. We can get heavy weapons up, but we don't really use heavy weapons right now. Persuasion. Leadership. Let's up our leadership some while we have a chance. Apply. Yes. Now we can look at Parvati here. Companion ledger. This companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companion. Skill stats, status effects, and gear. Nice. It's a shame we couldn't see that before. Change how they behave in combat. So does she have her own? I guess, no, we have the same shared inventory, but we can replace her weapon here, which is nice too. She's wearing armor of 7. I might want to wear the elite troop armor. You can wear the other thing. She gets perks. Base health. Threat generated. So we can make her more intimidating. Decrease the amount of threat this companion generates. Oh, threat as in drawing attention from enemies. Nice, okay. Bonus supporting engineer. Plus 10 engineering. I'm going to up that. And we've already unlocked something from down here. Okay, cool. Apply. Distance, medium or far. Weapons mixed. Mode aggressive, defensive, passive. Nice. I like having those options. Alright, let's go back. We can accomplish this mission before we go for the night. I mean, it's very pretty, whatever's happening here. From the planet to your living room. $71 out of 90. I'm good. I don't need the vendor.
Control room should be off to the right. Hope we're doing the right thing.
Well, there's two choices, I guess. Hi. Going back out here.
Sure.
Back out here. Didn't it? I mean, I don't have like energy weapons. What? No, I don't have anything else. Cripple.
Everyone all right?
We're good. I almost wouldn't want to get used to using quick save, because that's how you get yourself into sticky situations sometimes, where you quick save right before you get shot in the head. Is this where we make a tough decision? Hardinarum. Focus it all. Plant status first. Emerald Vale geothermal plant operating at 22% efficiency. Redirect power. Safety features detected. Moderate to severe structural damage. Redirecting power is an irreversible procedure. Error. Power redirection function has failed. Manual override required. Please activate all 3 electrical track switches. Do we still get the option to, like, redirect it away from the city? I mean, doing this isn't going to redirect. Surely that comes later.
That'll be easy enough.
Sure it will. Ready up. What's up, Sprat? How you doing? So I haven't added anything to my inhaler. Sure, we'll open this.
Hey, that's impressive.
Unlock the door. State of lockdown. Authorization passcode required. Enter the passcode. Spacer Thompson accepted. Personal files. Found him fiddling around with one of the mechanicals, so I had to write him up for tampering with company property. I warned him before. He was working on some logic module. I confiscated it. It should be in my lockaway room for a foreseeable future. Good to know. Company's been replacing our guards with auto mechanicals. I don't know. Doesn't sit right with me. The company's never been wrong before, I suppose. Worst has happened. Mechanical's gone crazy. Locked myself down here just trying to gather my courage. Gonna make a mad dash for the control room. Might be able to shut things down. We'll delete this entry if I ever return. He never came back. This is an automated message initiated by Spacer's Choice Worker Safety Contingency Protocols. Security lockdown has been initiated. This is not a test. Your behavior during this lockdown will be reviewed during your quarterly audit. Anxiety is a common side effect of life-threatening situations engendered by security lockdowns. Fight back against anxiety with an ice-cold bottle of Zero G Brew. Zero G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. Some of this corporate jargon is insufferable. Probably gonna have to fight something else. Oh, guaranteed. Not dead? That's a dead person. It's a big open area. I mean, hopefully by the time we finish this one off, we can use our special on the other one. Is it running? I think I blinded it. Yeah, I don't have a better weapon. Yeah, they were good. This area is... Okay, we'll come back to Higgins. Baseball card. Tossball card.
Just two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
They will probably have to die or leave. Guess he's down on another floor, maybe. Oh, jeez. You're not over there, are you? No. Must be down at the bottom.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Processing. Performing.
Haha! Can make her teleport. But now is she stuck up there?
Sure, on my way. It's not working.
I mean, she keeps telling me that it's not working because they're robots, but... Thanks. Come on back, you're gonna get killed.
All right.
Steam distribution. Shut off. Thank you, engineering. Necklace. We got stuff. And there's a workbench. Use it for a second. We do have mods that we could look at putting on. Let's see, repair all equipped would be how much? 32 out of my 67. Let's back up. Is this just broken? Condition 0. So let's repair this. And then tinker for 25. Oh, it's just bits. It's just the money. Okay. Damage can go up. If I tinker again, damage keeps going up. I like this. We'll do it a few times. Can we go up to 100? Oh, it's costing quite a bit more every time. Gotcha. Our shotgun. I don't think I'm going to up the pistol or the shotgun necessarily. So this is her hammer. We'll leave that alone for right now. Does she need to repair anything? I guess we don't really have to worry about that right now. The modifications. The hunting rifle. Scope. This mod is already installed. Okay, so it already had this. Good to know. Okay. That's it for now.
If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
There we go. That kind of confirms that I have a choice now. I mean, I knew that I figured I would have a choice, but like,
System.
I was worried for a minute. Whoa! I don't have anything else. This is not great. Let's regroup. Still not out. I think she is out. I'll try to use the room strategically where I can. That's not a good place to be. See you, suckers. Where's the other switch in here? It's over there. You know what? We just upgraded our new weapon, or our rifle. Blind him. Blind him.
Down.
Nice. Nice.
Sure.
You healing? Kind of hard to tell. Could use my healing, but my health is full, so we'll see how that goes for her. Did not mean to do that, but looks like she got some of it, so okay.
Last. I'm not sure what the right is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
Is it though? I mean, thanks for telling me that it probably is, but is it though? No one can ever come here and flip these switches again. Maybe it's just final for us. Yeah, we never got enough to get into this room that he was talking about. Coming. There you are.
Once we do this, there's no going back.
Yeah.
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
Wouldn't mind hearing your opinion.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough salt tuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
Reed tells me Edgewater's gonna die without workers in power. The deserters are a community that can't just destroy what they've built.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town.
Does she?
Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
Reed tells me Edgewater's gonna die without workers in power.
Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive.
He's not gonna like it if we...
I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
I'm ready to make a decision.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
What are we gonna do? I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
You're not gonna like the decision I'm about to make, though. Redirect power. Are you sure you want to continue? Continue. Redirect power to the botanical laboratory.
I can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright now they got power, but what about the town? All those people.
Yeah. Let's not think about that. Let's think about their choice to live in a moral vacuum. I think we came through here. To borrow your copy of The Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. Radio's been sputtering. I needed a reference. I returned the copy to Repair Boy. Chaos everywhere. Mechanical's gone haywire. Gunfire. Hearing some screams. Oh, law. I think that was someone's leg. Would you like to leave early for the day? Would like to leave early for the day. Please deduct delinquency fee from my pay. Thank you. Proud to be a member of Spacer's Choice family. Don't think he made it. And he doesn't have a head anymore. Oh. Just found out that side click is melee. Thanks. Do I have a click on the other? I don't. Jeweled ring. Finding valuables. Where was... I just want to make sure. We didn't have any of those in here, did we? Oh, I see. Regionally, they could be in any of these places. Well, we're not going to do that right now. Reed must be furious. I have to return to Reed? What if I never want to go back there again? Alright, well, let's get out of here. We get out through here? We don't have enough to hack that door. Alright, and I think we're going to finish up for the night once we get back to Reed. First back, second back. We're slowly learning more about this sport. And the force field is back up? No, that's one in the back. Can we fast travel now? Botanical lab. Edgewater. I mean, are they going to attack me when I show up? The dissident hunter. When indentured servants are freed, anarchy soon follows. Well, this is apt. Are they pissed? Are they going to attack? I mean, it seems like they still have power. Are they on emergency power? I'm just walking right back into the devil's den, aren't I? Like, this is... Why would you come back here?
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
Don't you know? It's not personal, I need your power regulator. I don't owe you an explanation to teach you a lesson. I mean, it wasn't really that heavy-handed, but it's not personal. I need your power regulator.
That power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
Intimidate. Sorry about all this, Reed. What's going to happen to Edgewater?
Edgewater's dead. Our cannery's dead. Adelaide's deserters are never coming back.
They didn't want to.
Will shut us down before long. Some of us will die of illness by then. Some will move on. Some will starve. And as for me, I will tender my resignation, whereupon I shall be processed and then duly imprisoned for gross incompetence.
Sorry about all this, Reed.
Apologies won't give us our lives back, but for what it's worth, I am sorry too.
I'm leaving. Power regulator. I mean, I guess they're gonna shoot me if I go in there, but so intimidate's at 23 right now. It's part of a dialogue tree. Let's go ahead and put some more into this. It would have been nice to have been able to intimidate him back there. Even though, I mean, I don't want to go around intimidating people that often. Put 5 in. Let's see. put some more into tech. Back. Apply first. You've unlocked a dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Okay. A few bits more. Int. Companion crit. I'm gonna take walk speed. Retrieve the power regulator. He's gonna be mad. I don't want to have to kill anybody. They've got red health. They're gonna attack. Like, I could get the jump on them. Let's quick save.
What?
Yep. I knew it. Youch. Come on, shoot. Ah, we had to reload. Oh, come on. Gotta watch my ammo.
We did it.
Did we? Bunch of dead sprats. Oh, I got the power regulator. Something tells me it's not going to be easy to make it back out of town. Get back to the unreliable. Oh, it's on, is it on the... That must be the exit to town that's 30 meters away. I was going to say it. Unless it was...
You and I have got nothing more to say to each other.
Happening here. They don't seem aggressive.
Is Reed hiding in there?
Mr. Thompson is aware of your concerns and remains committed to guiding Edgewater into prosperity.
Maybe Adelaide was right to
Don't
leave.
make me report you to Mr. Thompson.
Desertion is a criminal offense, punishable by hard labor.
Are we getting paid or not?
About this way.
Don't know how long we'll last without power.
So we'll get back over to the unreliable. We will save for the evening. This is a really fun game. It's really well polished. Like I was saying earlier, the characters are a little flat. I'm hoping to meet some more interesting people. But then again, I've just met like villagers so far and my one companion. And I guess she's coming with me. She's got nothing better to do. We could probably fast travel. Yeah. Borstwurst. It's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst. Oh, gross.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive line? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
Those deserters left Edgewater behind. Nothing's keeping you from doing the same.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you?
Of course.
I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin, it's yours. You sure Reed won't mind you leaving? You just met me. I'm not interested, Parvati. Goodbye. I'd be glad to have you along.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
How's the vicar in here? He is.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
You talk?
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
I can ask him his story later. Any ideas where we can find someone who speaks French in this colony? I'll think it over and get back to you. All right. And with that, we're going to end today's stream of the Outer Worlds. It's been fun. I'm going to come back to this. We may alternate between this game and another one for a little while, since I normally do 2 streams a week. But the very first day of this game being out, I like it a lot. I like the progression. I've missed games like this. Gotta have a game like this every once in a while. So I'm sure there's plenty more for us to discover. This is still the first planet that we ended up on. But as always, I'll see you next time.